How's it going, everyone? My name is Ron and welcome back to part 2 of my tutorial series. Part 1 was my lining video. It doesn't really mean you have to watch it in any specific order. So today we're going to go about how I am going to shade this rose. I have my reference photo here. I'm going to do my best to carry this over to here on this piece of real skin here. Couple announcements before we get started. Thank you everybody who watched my lining tutorial and all my new subscribers and all my OG subscribers. Thank you so much. It's really awesome to see that it did that well. Probably my first video that ever did so well. And so thank you all for taking the time and all the nice comments. I really appreciate it. I hope it serves you well. Of course, if you have any questions, just holler at me. I'm here for you guys. I'm not, like I said before, I'm not God's gift to tattooing. I've been doing this for about a year. I have figured out a nice foundation that has gotten me started. So I'm going to share my foundation so hopefully it can get you started. And it's no big secret. I picked up bits and pieces from lots of great artists and YouTubers around the platform. And so I am just kind of putting it all together. So hopefully you guys can get something from this. So let me catch my breath. That being said, this video, I am going to kind of keep down the swearing, even though I don't really like people coming onto my channel trying to tell me how to run my channel. You did have a point. If I want to be successful, I guess I need to tone down the swearing. So I'm going to try my best not to swear in this video. So that being said, welcome to Captain Ron's Ink Experience. I hope you enjoy. Run the intro. Alright guys, so let's get started, shall we? So today, I'm going to use my Cheyenne Hawk Thunder. Now this is a 4mm stroke direct drive machine. Great shader. I would have never thought it was possible to shade so smoothly with the direct drive, but you know, we're all learning here today. So, but I'm going to recommend, if you're going to follow along, to probably stick with a stroke of 3.5 or lower, or unless you have a Hawk Thunder exactly like this, then yeah, jump right in. So alright, so we got the Hawk Thunder 4mm stroke direct drive. We're going to be using a 1013 round mag soft edge. This is a Gravit cartridge. Great cartridges. I have a video on this if you guys want to see that. That's going to be the biggest one we're going to use today, is a 1013. The next is a Precision 109. These are all long taper mags, I'm pretty sure. And a Bug Pin 7 round mag. This is a Premier needle cartridge. This is from camsupply.com. Pretty great little mag. So yes, so that's what we're going to be using. These are our tools for our ink. We're going to be using world famous blackout. Love this stuff. I just got this triple blackout, so we're going to use this for our wash, to mix our wash. World famous shading solution. I'm just about out. Need to get more. And we're going to make it a whitewash, just so that way it's, if you don't know, adding white will make your inks to your washes a little bit more opaque, which makes it just a little bit easier to use, in my opinion. Now, of course, these videos are here to help people out, help people learn. You know, we can learn together. Now, if you already know how to do all this, you're probably not watching the right video. You don't need to inform me of what you know, because you know, what you know might be something that's different from what I know. I'm going to try not to be salty about this, so bringing it back positive. Thank you all for all your support in the last video. You guys are legends. Alright, so we're going to throw some dynamic white in here. That always works the best for me when I'm making the whitewash. So we're going to keep it pretty simple here. We're going to use our blackout for our solid black. Mix down our washes with our triple blackout, okay? So this is a brand new bottle. Both of these are. So we're just going to fill this one all the way to the top. Now these have already been shooken up. Now to close these, you have to like push them from the back here. Yeah. Not the strongest caps in the world, but I do like them nonetheless. Alright, so we're going to keep it super simple. We'll get super simple here, guys. Now, I'm not even sure. Here we go, brand new bottle. We're going to go 50%, 6 drop, 3 drop, okay? So we're going to do our best to fill it at about 50%. That looks pretty close to me. Go ahead, close that off. Oh, hold on. We didn't close that too soon. Now we're going to try to be very, very careful and get 6 drops in here. If we don't get 6, that's fine. 7's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Next is going to be our 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Yes. So, of course, you can use dynamic. Dynamic works great. I use dynamic for, you know, the first 8 months doing this. Alright, so now we're going to use our shading solution. We're going to fill this to the top, or damn near to the top. I need to get more of this. This is only like $4. So we're going to try to save a little room for our white, just so it doesn't get everywhere. There we go. So we're going to start out with 3 drops of this dynamic white. 3 drops of this dynamic white. We're going to start with our bottle somewhat closed here, because this stuff, dynamic, is very thin. It runs very fast. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So we're going to mix this up and just kind of see how it looks. And if we need to add more, we can add more. So it's always easy to add more you can never take out. So we're going to start with our lightest one here. So we're just going to kind of set this off to the side. Get it out of the way. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Not super, not too much white in there, so that's good. So, of course, we're going to make the leaves are going to be the blackest part of this tattoo here, from what I've learned from other people on this platform, is that you want to make your background just a little bit darker than your foreground, and that will help it make it, you know, pop and make it a little bit more dynamic. So also, yeah, so we're going to start with the leaves. Get warmed up. We're probably going to warm up in a little patch right here, and I'll kind of go over. Oh, I forgot something. Hold on. This is just like one of the... Also, tip, a little piece of advice. Wow, we're already going 9 minutes here. We haven't even shaded anything. Also, if you're going to buy a Cheyenne Hawk Thunder, I recommend just buying the hot grip with it. Don't fiddle fart your time. I've wasted well over what it costs for a hot grip on other grips, just trying to save money. These are great cartridges, by the way. Nice, they're foil sealed. That makes the sterilization last a little bit longer. Shelf life lasts longer, so. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to fix that. Straighten it out. Okay, and we're not having any power. Okay, hold on, guys. We're back. So I'm going to try to straighten this out the best we can here. Okay, so we're going to be running at 7.5 volts today. And if we need to slow it down, we will slow it down, of course. So we're just going to be hanging our needles out about that far. Let's bring them out just a little bit more. So I bought this nice Legend grip from Cam Supply. About that far, guys, that should do. And if we need to make adjustments, we can. So I bought this nice grip from Cam Supply, but it doesn't fit one of my favorite cartridges, which is the Bishop Da Vinci. So that is a freaking bummer, but we'll see. All right, so we will just start with straight black in our leaves, and then, yeah, we'll go from there. So 10, 13. You know what, we'll take this 13 out. We're gonna start with the 9, how about that? Now hopefully this will turn out as smooth as possible. If not, either way, we're gonna upload it because this is just a learning experience for everybody, okay? Alright, that'll work. So, you know, of course, each cartridge is going to have a different throw, so be sure to always check your throw by the time you're done. Alright, so let's just go through my procedure here. Now, this is, once again, guys, no big secret. This is just called the Pendulum, and this is how I am able to achieve, like, nice shades. Alright, right here, guys. So I can start off, you know, straight up and down. Now, of course, we're going to get warmed up here, and it's going to work out better for us. So that's all we're going to be doing. That's pretty much how we're going to be shading this entire thing right here. It's just we're going to pendulum it out, and then if we need to smooth it out, we can rake it backwards. So let's just get going here. So we're going to start with our leaf here, dipping in our black out here, putting our stuff down. Alright, now we're just going to rake over here the middle of this flower, or this leaf here. Now if we want to put more ink down faster, we'll slow our hand down and maybe give it a little bit more pressure. Okay, there we go. Now we're focusing on keeping our needles as flat as possible. You know, straight up in our, you know, making sure our needles are, you know, I guess perpendicular, I hope would be the word. Boy, that light. Let me try to move this light just a little bit here, guys. So we're going to focus on making our needles, you know, lay like level with, you know, the surface we were tattooing on. Do a cross hatching. Now I will say that, darken this tip up a little bit. Tattooing on actual, or shading on actual skin seems to be much easier than this skin, in my opinion, of course. So so we're gonna turn our needles here just a little sideways, just to create a smaller brush. There we go. All right. Let's move on to our next sleeve here. Once again, we're going to be turning it at an angle to give it a smaller, make the bunch just a little bit more narrow. I'm not going to try to wipe too hard because we'll end up ripping our skin out here. We're just looking at our reference, cross-referencing what we got going on over there to match it to what we're trying to emulate over here. So we're just going to pendulum in our black. We're just going to layer it in. Try to make it as even as possible all the way across our leaf here. So our pendulum, once again, so think of it like on a clock, right? So we're going in, out, right? Trying to keep our hand speed the same all the way through, and then you will have the same results all the way through. So we're gonna make it a little bit blacker right here, just because it's more or less a shadow. pretty good. Alright, so we're going to move on over here to our next leaf. Give it a little rotation here. Another dip. We're going to look at our cross reference here. Let's go ahead and switch to our 7. It's always a good idea to rinse before you switch cartridges. That way, by the time you get back around to using it again, your ink's not dried up in your cartridge. So let's switch to our 7 bug pin. I'm super sorry about the shadows, guys, but this is honestly the best way I can capture it. These are 7 here. Yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing too. So believe it or not, the human skin is actually very resilient. My problems at first were like it was hard for me to get it in there smoothly and not have it blow up and start getting really red. So we're just gonna throw a little solid black in here. And that was, most of the time it's just because I had my needles out too far. So especially when you're like trying to soft shade, you really just want to let your machine do the work, let the needles do the work. Okay. And just layer it. You're just layering it on there as smoothly as possible. Now, of course, if you're doing a larger area, a bigger mag, it's going to help you achieve more even results, which is very true. I'm just more comfortable using a small R9 mag. I've gotten pretty good with the 9 mag. Darkening up these edges here. So I'll use that back pull to kind of like help smooth it out. This is like the technique that David Vega uses. You know, he just pretty much goes backwards this whole time like this. And you gotta think, when you're doing a larger area, you just think of it as like, you know, when you mow the grass. When you're mowing the grass, you're you know, you're making a pass, and you're kind of going back over a piece of it. You know what I mean? You're overlapping just by you know, the width of the wheel of the lawnmower, let's say. And that's true for you know, when you're pendulum it out too. So like, just like that. Alright, so let's move on. Let's keep moving here. Slow it down so we can go a little darker faster. Now all this is just going to be, guys, just practice, and then, you know, once you understand, you know, how it's going to lay down and what's going on, it's going to be a lot easier for you to put it down evenly, you know. And you know, I'm not the master of laying down perfect even shading, you know, every time. I'm still learning too, but this right here is a pretty solid foundation for you to take and run with, and you know, add to, take off, whatever. Because you know, this time last year I couldn't shade, or I didn't know where to put shade, but you know, I just practiced and practiced and practiced, and you know, I'm that much better today for it. Alright, so let's rinse, even though I just dipped. Let's give it a rinse. Hit pause for a second. I like to, oh, sorry. I like to, let's turn this back a little bit more. I'm sorry, guys. Let's, I like to get my paper towel in there. Pull all the water out. So, let's see here. Let's go back to our 9. Let's go back to our 9 here. Readjust. Yeah, that'll work. Readjust here. Dippy. Alright. So I don't have a whole lot of working space here, guys, so I'm just turning this to my benefit the camera and benefit my comfortable position. Now we'll do some cross hatching here. We're going to cross it more towards the edge because I want it to be darker towards the edge here. So if we're making shorter strokes, shorter pendulums, we're going to kind of increase our hand speed here just because we're matching our voltage. That way we know what to expect. Alright, now we'll give it I'm happy with that. Okay. So in here, these are pretty much black, so we'll just darken these out real quick. So it looks like I added this little tiny leaf right here when I was stenciling it. So we're just whip it out. That looks okay to me. And we'll do the same thing with this guy over here. We'll start with our gradient first. Poke our needles out just a little bit longer so we can see what we're doing. So essentially, if you have your needles thrown out a little bit further, it's going to put down the ink a lot faster. But I've noticed that if we just hang them out just enough. It's a lot more forgiving, so. Of course, I want you guys to, like I said, this is just a foundation for you guys to take off with. Darken that up just a little bit. Switch to R7 back here. Whoa. Alright guys, welcome back. Alright, so we are just going to start. We finished our leaves. They're looking pretty good. So next, I'm going to grab a fresh paper towel. All the way over here. Now I like to use, when I'm actually tattooing, the blue white ball L40s. I get them by the box from my boss. From where I work, my boss gets me a great deal on them. So Melissa, if you're watching this, thank you. Alright, so we left these. Our goal here is we're going to try to have our leaves here be darker than our rows. We're going to try our best, but if we need to go back and darken these petals up more, or these leaves up more, we can. So that's the point. If we can go back and darken them up, we left them able to darken them up if we need to go back and do so. So our mix has been sitting here for a while, so we're going to go ahead and just give it a fresh spin here. So we're going to be using our 50% for our darkest areas, our 6-drop probably for our lightest areas, and then we'll probably use our 3-drop to smoothen out those spots. Alright, so let's get going here. And of course, make sure if of course, if you set your machine down on the table, to make sure it's, it's pointed away from you, and make sure your needles aren't sticking out. Most of these high-end machines like this Cheyenne, they will automatically suck back up, and your high-end power supplies will do that too. So, but if you're going to stop by here and be bossy and tell me how to run my channel, at least subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's get going here, guys. So we are looking at our reference. We're going to start with this petal with our 50%. And we're going to do our best to just follow the curves of these petals, leaving these light spots open for kind of being the reflection. So if it doesn't turn out perfect, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. That's why we're practicing, guys. So let's keep that in mind. Let's bring our needle in one click. It's going in there a little faster than I'd like it to. Alright, let's fill this up. I forgot to do that. Point it away from us. Oh, shit. That was close. So, I got 2 cups out. I went ahead and just, I got a fresh cup of water now, so I went ahead and just filled this one up with our stuff here. This is Solidus. I got this from Worldwide, I believe. And it works really, really well, so. We're gonna rinse this one out. Let's go ahead and switch to our 9 mag. Check our throw. Dipping our 6 drop here. quick dip in the 3. There we go. That's probably about as good as we're going to get it. So we're just going to leave it. Now I kind of went in there and with my black and hit the inside edge a little bit just because it'll leave it a little bit blacker on the inside there. Alright, so let's move on, shall we? So we're going to go ahead and just stick with our 9 mag. Dip in our 6. We'll leave a little room here, that way we can come in with our 3 drop and like fan that out a little bit. switch to our 7 really quick so we can get in this little, dump in our 50. Maybe just put a little bit of black in there. Kind of coming in at all angles there. So let's take our 13. Let's take our 13 here. Shake right through. Get them in there get them sucked up in there pretty good. Really close to the cartridge. And then we're just gonna kind of smooth out this dark spot, or this edge at the edge here. Alright, that's probably about as good as we're gonna get it. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Same thing with our, I'll go ahead and just take our 7 here. I'm gonna go in close with our 7. We're gonna brush in some black out here just to kind of throw in some petroleum jelly here and just kind of clean up. It's not looking too shabby. A little light right there. I have to probably touch up over here and right here. It's going to even it out a little bit, but I like it so far. So we're going to just keep moving on. Let's see here. Let's keep working our way around here. You know what? Let's go back to our 9. Precision 9. Let's get another 50 here. Now, if we're looking at our good Lord, I can't think of what to call it. If we're looking at our reference here, we're just trying our best to emulate our reference here. So it looks to me that I'm going to grab a fresh paper towel, because I accidentally threw mine away. And we're just going to kind of comb out this inner edge right here. Bring our mag sideways here. Let's throw some more jelly on here. It's starting to get real speckly. Alright, let's keep moving. So, for the sake of time, we'll just go in with our 50 on all the spots that need 50, and then we'll come in with our smaller mag and comb in some 3. I think that will yield the best results for us. Now, I don't like to use a foot pedal. I just kind of leave it going. Leave the machine running, but that's my preference here. Uh-oh. A little too heavy right there, but that's alright. Blend it out the best we can. Alright. I'd say we're pretty much done with this 9 mag. I mean, a lot of 7 mag stuff here. So I dipped in my 50 and then kind of gave it a quick flash. Kind of a quick flash in my straight black. So that way we can get the insides of these. Petals just a little bit darker. Double dip here in the 50 and then another quick flash in the blackout. It's not looking too bad, guys. It's, you know, not perfect by any means, but this is, once again, it's why we practice. Alright, so now we're moving on. We're getting pretty close to being done here, guys. So we're just kind of going through here, and I'm doing kind of when I'm going in for more ink, I'm doing like a double in my 50, get the extra out of there, and then hit it once in the pure black, and that'll all mix up in my tube here, and then we'll just hitting the tips of our petals with our 7. And that'll just kind of make it a little bit darker. We'll kind of just go in here. Go in here where I feel like things should be just a little darker, and we'll kind of darken things up. Now, I don't know if this is just this triple blackout that's making it so, filling in all these little tiny black holes, but I've never seen anything quite like it. So my goal was to leave some of these edges for some white. So since we're pretty much there, we're gonna try it anyway, so. Alright, I'm gonna get a brand new clean needle. Get a clean needle, rinse this off really well. Oh, hold on. We're not using white quite yet. So I'm going to just go into my 3-drop. We're gonna touch up these edge leaves right here. I'm gonna try to leave some room for some white, and we're gonna try to put some white in. I don't really have the best experience on how to put white in fake skin. It seems to me like it just kind of works when it wants to. But I have some, I don't know. I have a bunch of different whites, but we're probably just going to use Star Bright White just because it's like the best white out there, and I have it, so we might as well, right? Hey, it looks pretty good. Pretty close. Now, once again, guys, it's not perfect by any means, but we're not going for perfection here, guys. We're just going for progress. Now, this is just an alcohol wipe. I'm trying to get all these little specks out of there. Which is wicked annoying. And it's probably about as good as we're gonna get it. Alright, we haven't dumped in our 3 here in a second, so we're just gonna give it a quick mix. Alright, so let's get rid of our trash here. We're just going to go in our smaller petals here and just kind of slowly and lightly put some shade in there, and then try to leave some room for some white. I can't really see what I'm doing here though. We're going to brush it backwards just so we have the most control. So I'm just turning it on the side a little bit so I can just get my very corner, pretty much 3 pins inside this little slot here. Is it working 100%? I doubt it, but you always want to be careful when you're turning your max sideways like that, especially on a person, because that's a good quick way to slice someone open. What I like to call a surgical procedure. So we're kind of just packing essentially right now. So that way the white's going to stand out the most up against solid black. So my goal here is to get some pretty solid gray in there, and I think that will yield the best results for a white, but we will see. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh well. So let's go through here. Just brush in. Well, it's really hard to see what is what I'm putting down or what's left over. Honestly, I don't know if you guys can see it, but everything is just so. There's all these little black specks in here. It's just really hard to see exactly what's going on. I don't believe I've ever had this problem with real skin. I'm guessing it's just triple blackout. It's probably just all that black pigment. It's probably that triple blackout pigment. Screwing stuff up here. Good Lord, I tried not to cuss. I can't even tell if I've cussed more than that, honestly. We'll censor it out, guys, I promise. So let's go ahead and we'll comb out this part right here. Just to kind of smooth it out. There we go. It'll take a lot. Nice. Nice. It's gonna be a long video, guys. We're gonna do a combination here of some Vaseline, inkies. I'm just gonna rub this in real good. Ton. That is funny. The feeling's done. You're a little late. Well, I can't seem to get it 100% out of there, but it does look a little bit better, so. So, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to grab probably a small liner and another ink cap for some white and some clean gloves. We're back. All right, so we could probably take that 3-drop, brush it out here a little bit more, smooth it out. Probably a little bit more right here, make it a little bit more even, but I don't want to overdo it. So I'm happy with that, honestly. So just to keep it world famous, I have White House here, I believe. Yes, the White House. So, and I have an 801. Oh, 803, excuse me. This thing is absolutely tiny. And we're going to try to brush this white in the best we can. Take a little puff here. Alright, there's our white. This is a Discover 803. Came with my Discover device machine that we used in the last video. Alright, let's stop wasting time. So I'm not a pro at this white stuff, nor am I a pro at any of this. I do know what works well. See, that sucker is tiny. I don't know if you guys can barely see it. It is absolutely tiny. We're probably going to turn down our volts. We're going to try our best just to brush it in. Alright, we're just gonna there we go. Now this calls for the steadiest of hands. This is kind of why I'm doing this. Double-handed technique here. There we go. You can really see it from your guys' angle. No, we're just going really slow. Nice. Real nice. Abracadabra. I'm gonna reach out and grab you. So. All right. Sweet. There's a rose with complete with white highlights, guys. Anyways, my name is Ron. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for the support on the last video and giving me the thing that is truly worth the most, and that is your time. God bless you all. God bless your ability to want to learn and make yourself better. So here is our quick comparison here. Jump behind the camera here. There is our rose complete with white highlights. Let me know what you guys think. Of course, if you like the video, like it. If you don't. Tell your friends, family. I usually review cartridges, guys, so if you guys are new and are looking for a good cart, I have over 70 to 50 something videos, including most of those being cartridge reviews. So yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you all for the love and support. God bless, and I love you all. Peace.